And a pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Broken Spoketaphouse. I'm Ernesto Garcia, and this is the Sea Valley News Sports Podcast, getting ready for the state boys and girls basketball tournament. That is our big headline here. But, of course, the bigger headline is the big party coming up St. Patty's Day night here at the Amador Live. That's right, Amador Live, getting ready for some midget wrestling that's going to be coming down on St. Patty's Day. Tables are pretty much gone. General admission tickets are there, but you better hurry up and get them, because if you miss out, you're going to miss out big. It is Fat Tuesday. We are celebrating. We've got a lot of great things here. Chef Mark has got his menu ready to go, and we are going to be ready to go as well. Let me get back to the midget wrestling part and also the big great St. Patty's Day party. It's an Irish party. We got the shirts from years past. It is a blast. You want to go somewhere, you want to know where everyone's going to be at, they're going to be here at the Broken Spoketaphouse on St. Patty's night. But you need to hurry up and get your tickets. You can get them by visiting the Amador Live on Facebook or by calling them up simply enough, the front office, get them set up. There might be a table or two left, but I have a feeling it's all sold out pretty quick. This is selling out very fast. Don't waste any more time. Get your tickets. Now, speaking of not wasting time, it is Fat Tuesday. We are celebrating, and we've got the champs here from Cruces High. But first, we've got the champs of chefs here. That is Chef Mark in Las Cruces. I know he kind of laughs at that one. And already, look what you brought us, Chef. Look at this. This is amazing. What are we staring at here for tonight for dinner, Chef?
That's on our new menu. That's a Cuban sandwich. It's on a Cuban roll, whole grain mustard, smoked ham, pulled pork.
We got Coach Benjamin looking at this, by the way.
And pepperoncini on there. And this is a new type of fry we have.
This is amazing.
We sell it as a wedge. It's called a sidewinder. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, forget the McDonald's fries. That's what I'm saying with this one. You got to have this one for sure. We're going to try it out. And then the other one, what do we got here? What am I going to be eating a little later tonight here?
That is a turkey BLT. It has avocado crema, lettuce, tomato, smoked bacon, and turkey, and it's all grilled.
There you go. And the bacon's right there. I know I hardly ever get enough bacon, and I've been following what my cardiologist says. So I'm going to go ahead and splurge a little bit. It's Fat Tuesday. Yeah, that's what it is. You also got some gumbo here tonight, too, right?
Got some gumbo, some blackened fish with red beans and rice as well.
So do we have a Lenten menu that's kind of set up ready to go for Fridays?
Well, I haven't got the fish on the menu, but I have a couple of things in the works. It was Lent for a while, so things are going to be popping up.
So you're going to throw surprises here and there, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm looking forward to these surprises coming up from you, Chef. A lot of people working hard in the kitchen back there. Who else is working here tonight that's doing a great job?
Everyone. I have a great crew. We got a sous chef, three cooks back there, my dishwasher. Can't do anything with that.
Such a good idea.
No, you can't go wrong with that. Chef, I got to tell you, as we get through St. Patty's Day, what's going to be on the menu there? Because I'm going to have all these people, I'm coming down, and before then, I'm going to have a good lunch here and relax before everything goes crazy that night. What do I get to do?
Bangers and mash.
Oh, there you go.
And also shepherd's pie.
Yes! You talked about excited. I know it's basketball, but I'm wearing my hockey jersey for a reason because I just got back from Nashville. So I'm just like, yes, and the goals and stuff. Yeah, you just said the goals and shepherd's pie. How good is that going to be?
Best you ever had.
All right, I'm holding you to that. I've got you recorded. I will throw this on TikTok. I will throw it on whatever other forums there. Yeah, you're going to be having, right now, you're the only place I know that has shepherd's pie for St. Patty's Day, so that works. Next week, Max is here. Come on by, try it out. I'm going to let Coach have the Cuban choice there, and he can go from that. People want to see more of you, they can come here for lunch, can't they?
Absolutely.
What time you guys open around?
We open up at 11.
11 o'clock, so make sure to come on down and enjoy, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Chef, thank you so much for joining us, and I appreciate you being here today at the Amador Live and Broken Spoke. I am going to enjoy it. I've already had a couple of bites here. I'll be going in. Once Coach Benjamin starts talking, I can pretty much leave this microphone, let him go, and I'm good, but I got to put him on a time limit, so we're going to kind of go on that. So as quick as possible. Yeah, no. As quick as the Lakers leaving the playoffs right now. I think that's what he was telling me. Oh, boy, he gave me a look. Come on in, Coach. We're welcoming next up Coach William Benjamin, who's going to say, stop talking smack, and he'll start telling me some other things. Coach, come on. I already brought you dinner here tonight. You get to try that already. This is you, Coach. Enjoy. Come on in. Head Coach William Benjamin joining us. Of course, the big sports story going on right now. Major League Baseball. Have you over here? Yeah, over here. And the Major League Baseball story is going to be the Major League Baseball. And its players and Baseball Association cannot come up with a deal right now. So it looks like a strike is imminent and baseball season could be delayed or maybe not even happen. We'll see what happens there. So, well, I know, Coach, you're happy that your season isn't delayed. You're playing for a state championship. How did it feel knowing that you were the number 1 seed this year going into the playoffs?
Man, it felt good. Seeding matters. It matters. So for us to be the number 1 seed and not have to play a opponent from our district is very important. And now we have an opportunity to play Albuquerque High and see what we can do as the number 1 seed.
Do you think with their experience playing other Albuquerque teams is something that your team desperately needs to know if they want to win this championship?
I don't know if we went up there and we played Albuquerque schools. I just think that we have a better opportunity not playing the team for the first time in a row.
Coach, hold on 1 second. I'm going to fix your mic here. I think we're having a little issue. Sorry about that. So I will fix that here. Okay, you should be good now, Coach.
Good to go?
Good to go, yeah.
Good to go? Okay. No, I just think it's better for your opponent not to be one that you played already 3 times. This will be our first time playing Albuquerque High School. So I think that gives us just a better opportunity opposed to we've been playing Ayate for the 4th time.
So not playing Morgan Mountain, not playing Mayfield, not playing your own district people. This will be a little more part of it, and then gives the players a chance to kind of, get past the district setup and then move up here.
Definitely. I agree with you. Everything you just said.
Okay, well, Coach, let's talk a little bit about the championship. Your team won another district championship. It seems like it was expected and you wanted to be there, but there's still enjoyment from this, and these kids are really enjoying their senior year. Are you telling them to live in the moment when you get to these moments?
Yeah, this is a special team. It's a special team. You're not going to see a combination of Goose and Carr, in the city of Las Cruces, let alone the state. We've been the running clock. We've had all of our games have been on the running clock for the most part of the district, except for like maybe 2. So you don't see that. That's not a common thing. So, man, I'm trying to enjoy the moment. But it's been difficult at times. But for the most part, everyone should enjoy the moment. We're 28-0. We're in the state tournament. We're the number 1 seed. We got the opportunity to play 2 home games. What's not to enjoy?
Well, I tell you what, there's a lot that was enjoyed on Saturday, but it also seemed like the game got a little bit testy a bit on Saturday, and just normal stuff that goes on with any city type rally.
It's not normal. It wasn't normal. It wasn't necessary. The antics that both I and the other gentlemen did after the game, that wasn't cool. But necessary sometimes, and we've moved on from it. And now both teams are playing in the state tournament, and hopefully we can go and represent Las Cruces to the fullest.
I'll tell you what, the least grade, do you think some more teams in our district should have made it to the state tournament?
Personally, I thought Centennial should have got in. I thought our district should have got 3 teams in. I thought Centennial should have got in over Albuquerque High, maybe, but because Albuquerque High beat Centennial, that's why they didn't get in. But I think they got it right as far as us and Ayate getting in. If Centennial beats Albuquerque High, I think they would have been a 16 seed.
This is a very unusual setup. It's not going to be a long week at the pit. You get a couple of games at home. Is that kind of nice to have compared to being in there all the time?
Yeah, definitely, especially for our southern teams. There's only us and Ayate, Carlsbad, and Hobbs participating in this tournament from the south. So for us to be fortunate enough to get a home game is special, opposed to us having to go all the way down to the pit that second game, and then having to deal with itineraries, hotels, where we gonna eat, all that stuff. So it's real convenient for us to have 2 home games, and hopefully we can take advantage of it, do what we're supposed to do, and then get up to the pit after that.
I'll tell you what, it seems like it's a collision course. You and Volcano Vista, it has to be that way. It almost feels like it's destined that it has to happen. But what you probably don't even care about is even looking that far ahead. You're almost going one game at a time.
Man, all I'm thinking about is Albuquerque High, man. We've been in a situation, we've been blessed to be in a situation before, man. 3 years ago, we were 28-0, playing the first round game, but we were playing in Ayate. Then we got knocked off. We had a phenomenal year, ended up going 28-1, but we lost the first game in the state tournament at our gym. And now here we are again with the same type of scenario, 28-0.
We're just not playing in out there this time. We're playing Albuquerque High. So, man, I'm not looking past Albuquerque High at all. If folks want to talk about us playing Volcano, I'll let them talk about that. All I'm worried about is Albuquerque High School.
Gotcha. I thought the team, when they came out, they showed your video and the selection show, and how you felt their hard work has been there. But what was the reaction when the players were there watching at the place?
Man, it was exciting, man. The kids was excited. They didn't want a number one seed. You know, last year we was a 3 seed, I believe. We had to go on the road during the COVID year. Prior to that, 2020, we was a 1 seed, and then prior to that, we ended up being a 2 seed, I believe, and ended up playing Vignate. So, I mean, we've been through all kinds of things over the past 4 years as far as seedings. But the main thing is we've been fortunate enough to even have to talk about seedings. You know what I'm saying? So we've been fortunate to have a good program these past 4 years, past 6 years, to where people have to actually talk about Las Cruces High School and that being a number 1 seed. So everyone was excited, but now that excitement needs to turn into focus on Albuquerque High School.
All right, well, the Bulldogs are coming to town. We're looking at what time? 4 o'clock start on Saturday?
4 o'clock start on Saturday, man. Everybody come down, come support your Bulldogs. Our girls play Friday. Play Friday night, I believe, at 6, or do they play at 5?
We're going to find out the time.
Shelby, what time you guys play Friday?
6 o'clock Friday night. So there you go.
6. Come on down, come early, come Friday night, support our girls. They're playing Clovers. And then we'll play Saturday, and we'll do our thing, you know. So this is this is the first time I remember that both the girls and the boys won district. So this is a special year for Las Cruces High School all around. So come on out and support us.
All right, Coach, I'm going to go a little off the cuff because you always expect me to do that, so I'll give it to you right here. All right, what's wrong with your Lakers? What's wrong with your Lakers, Coach?
No comment.
No comment. Coach, you don't get away with that one here. Even your son is laughing, going like, he knows what's wrong.
Hey, man, it's.
Was it Space Jam 2? Was that the problem? Is that what caused all this issue?
Maybe you shouldn't be imitating the great ones. You know what I mean? But I don't know. But the Lakers.
Oh, wow.
My Lakers are
looking for a draft.
No, I mean, we had draft. See, here we go. We had draft picks. We got rid of all our damn draft picks to bring in AD. Bring in AD, and he's made out of glass. The guy falls down, everything. So he gets a hangnail. He's out for 2 weeks. But we got rid of everybody. We're the only team that got rid of a number 2 pick, number 7 pick, number 1 pick, number 2, like Ingram, Randall, Russell. We got rid of Kuzma. We got rid of Ball. Like, we got rid of 6 guys. Not to say we would have won a championship with them, but we damn sure would have been in the hunt for the playoffs. But you get rid of your future to win you a bubble ring. The Lakers did that, and now, unfortunately, we got to rebuild. But because we are the number 1 organization in the NBA, we will do that. Right now, everyone's talking crap because they're not used to seeing us where we're at. But
the season's not done yet.
We're gonna make the playoffs. We'll make the playoffs. And when you got LBJ to the J,
your son really has got his facial expressions.
We got LBJ. When you got a person like LBJ and AD, you know, they'll get healthy for a 2-week period, 3-week period. We'll make a run, and we'll get a 7 seed. You know, I believe we'll be a 7 seed. And we'll be
Another one. How excited are you for the Showtime series coming up on HBO Max, chronicling when Magic came to the Lakers?
Man, I can't wait for it to come on.
Look at that. I thought you were looking forward to that one.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to take me back to my childhood. That's when I really fell in love with basketball, was because of Magic Johnson and what he did his rookie year. You know, people forget that everyone talks about LBJ coming into the NBA out of high school, but Magic won a high school championship, goes to college. In a 2-year period was the NCAA championship, goes to the LA that last, you know, his the following year, and he was an NBA championship. So in a 4-year period, that cat won a high school championship, college championship, and an NBA championship, all before the age of 21. So, and he just electrified LA and just changed the whole game of basketball. So I know that's when I fell in love with him as rookie.
So you're really much looking forward to seeing Showtime.
I can't wait to see.
All right, I gotta also ask, how's it feel, all the things New Mexico State?
Man, you know, honestly, man, I'm nervous as hell. I would have never expected or thought that after all this time that New Mexico State would even think about me or consider me for the Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm speechless. I'm humbled by it. I'm just you know, it really hasn't hit me yet. But I got family coming in. That's going to be here for the ceremony, and man, I would have just never imagined that New Mexico State would have thought about me, and as far as putting me in that Hall of Fame. I mean, there's so many great names in there. You know, I didn't expect my name to be one of them. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'm just speechless about that. I'm just very speechless about that.
I know you're going to be more humbled when we talk to your son next, and of course, hopefully, college offer sometime soon.
Man, hopefully after this thing's all said and done, things will open up for him, and they'll get to continue pursuing his dream.
We're going to give some of your time to him now, so we're letting him come in. Coach, you go enjoy your dinner right there. See you, take care of you as always. Yeah, and of course, he's I'm going to bring up next Deuce Benjamin joining us. He is a senior in the Las Cruces High School boys basketball team. He was all district. I think he was a district MVP as well, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, because I remember seeing that there. A proud dad. So come on, Deuce, let's get you in here next. It's great to see you. First time I get to really have an interview with you in a while. How you doing, sir? Wearing your Bulls stuff. You know, how does that work with you wearing Bulls and your dad being a Lakers fan? How does that one go?
I do like the colors.
You like the colors. Okay, who is your team in the NBA? Lakers?
I'm OKC.
OKC.
We're not doing too good right now. We're 19 and 42, so we don't talk about that.
But it was better when Durant was there in OKC.
Yeah, Westbrook was our carrying this, but it was good. Victory was good with Harden too.
I remember there was a time it was Harden, Durant, and Westbrook.
That's time.
There you go. Well, I'm not going to let you pick up. I think you can tell your dad what's wrong with the Lakers later. But let's talk about your team and the great championship run. One of the things I've been very impressed by watching you play so many games is your defense. It's really stepped up this season. You come up with how many steals? How many steals are you averaging a game for now? Do you know?
I think three steals a game.
3 steals a game. Getting it up there, that helps get some triple doubles with assists and scoring too, doesn't it?
Gets me more assists. As soon as I get more assists.
So in the last couple of years, we've seen the defense really step up. What did you do in the offseason to get your defensive game going? You raise on my first question.
Worked out a lot in the sand. Did a lot of sand workouts. Running the hills. I did a lot of running, a lot of cardio. I did a lot of things. Worked a lot on my lower body to get faster, and not a lot of movement work, but pushing faster. That's why.
So a lot of cardio running. So do you feel that helped you a lot? Or you get strength and quick endurance going for 4 periods?
That helped me a lot. Got me the workouts I did got me way more in shape, got me a lot more athletic. So that's why you're dunking now.
Well, I got to ask something that I've noticed this season, next to the high flanking antics that we're watching right now on the cameras here and all the stuff on the highlight reels too. It also seems like in the past, 3 periods, a lot to play. You had to take some time off the bench. Now it looks like with all this cardio and everything else extra you worked on, you're ready to go full game if you need to. Was that the goal?
Yeah, I mean, the goal is to give, my dad did a good job taking my rest. Play it on my level. But other than that, did a lot of work and I'm glad I did all that work. That's what I am.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got a great group of people here. How's this team coming together? You feel like they were really happy, but is it still just focused on one goal when it really comes down to it?
Yeah, we're all focused on one goal, and one dream, that's to win the state championship. And now that it's coming down to an end, we're all excited to get back to the pit and perform for us. So this group of seniors is we're excited to get back to the pit.
I'll tell you what, you guys are pretty interesting in warm-ups. It seems like sometimes the warm-ups are more the competition between you guys yourselves. When you're like, okay, I'm going to try this one today. I'm going to do this one. Do you really set that out sometimes there?
Yeah, warm-ups, especially before the game when we're shooting around, we always have a little practice game. Normally you don't see kids in Mexico dunking as much like us, always getting dunks with me, Carl, and Faber. So, we always challenge ourselves, having dunk-offs and stuff before the game.
I'll tell you what, it seems like a lot of players try to get into your head. It seems like you've been dealing with that since the last couple of years, even when you went to the state tournament a couple of years back, and then last year, for sure. Does it get to you sometimes when you see a lot of players come up and start talking and pushing around, doing things?
Well, I mean, before it did, freshman and sophomore year, I started, didn't really understand why, but, now that I'm senior now, a little bit more mature. I don't really like pay attention to all the antics and stuff they try and do. I just feel, I just laugh at it. Really. Laugh at it.
Gotcha. A lot of people are very much curious to see where your future goes after the state playoffs, and I know I'm not going to even talk about what's looking ahead because we'll go week by week on it. I know your dad will not let me go that far, but when it comes down to it, after this, time to start thinking college ball. How excited are you to go play college somewhere?
I'm really excited. Put in a lot of work to get to where I'm at and to have a chance to play up at the college level. So I just put a lot of work into it, and I'm just glad that I get the chance to go play college somewhere.
How excited would it be if you could follow in your father's footsteps and play here at New Mexico State?
I wouldn't be a bad idea. I wouldn't mind going to play for the Aggies.
All right, well, you got other choices. Obviously, things are going to come down. So hopefully, as the season comes to an end, this starts to really step up to where you want to be.
Yeah, I mean, now that it's come down, kind of looking back and seeing all the great times that me and my dad had together. Now that's come down to it, just gotta make the most of it.
I think I've seen you a couple times and your dad sometimes have disagreements on the bench. Gonna miss those?
A little bit because that was come out funny afterwards after the game. So I think it's come out funny a little bit. So.
What's the most interesting time you've ever had to question your dad on any play calls or anything? Any time this season so far?
Not really. Never really have miscommunication.
I think I've seen him throwing a couple of chalkboards down and a couple of.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot of social to make it. I know that. They've made a lot of mistakes to make the next level. I know that.
But this is special. Is with him. How special has it been being here with him?
It's real special, and finding out that my dad's gonna be a Hall of Famer Saturday means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to him, and I'm proud of that. And I'm proud that he got to do what he did, and he has success with it. And I'm proud that I have a dad who's a Hall of Famer. So not everybody gets that.
What's the attitude at Cruces High? How excited is everyone there about both the boys and girls team and their run for state?
We're excited for the girls. Go check them out Friday. They play Clovis. And I'm sure they're excited for us too. But both of us got one goal in mind, to get to the pit. So that's what we're trying to do.
So for you, a perfect week is straight A's, full attendance in class, I'm going to guess. Then a Friday win for the girls, Saturday for you guys, and then off to see your dad at the Hall of Fame on Saturday. Would that be a perfect week for you?
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. It would be a good week.
I look forward to seeing you more. Good luck in the state playoffs. We hope that you do very well. And of course, your dad will keep us up to date the minute something changes. I know he's very much concerned when you go next to play. So we'll see how that goes. Anything else you want to say to the Cruces High fans and then all the seniors, everyone that comes out, and why you want a big crowd Saturday afternoon?
Come check us out Saturday, 4:00. So, make sure you check in, go see the show.
Gotcha. All right, I'll go running with you. How far do you go running, by the way?
How far do I go running?
Yeah. How many miles?
2 miles.
2 miles. Okay, that's perfect for me. I'll make it a half a mile. Okay, and then you can.
You got to keep going.
I'll send my son. He'll go run with you. Okay, I can't. There's no way I'm gonna. Look, man, I'm hockey. Okay, over here. Did you even know who this team is on hockey?
No, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I figured. If anybody knows the name of this team, you can comment on our Facebook or Twitter. I'll just say it's from Country Music Home. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, there you go. I'll have to show you that later. Deuce, good luck. I'll talk to you later. And good luck to you in the season. We'll see you on Saturday. You can hear the game on Cool Oldies 104.5 MVN 570. It'll start at 4 o'clock. Jeff Matthews will have the play-by-play for you. So we'll get you set up and everything to go. Our next guest is getting ready to set up here. We're going to bring in head coach Selby here from the Las Cruces High School girls basketball team. We're talking more about the Cruces. And then, I know it seems like it's an all Cruces team, but they did win the district on both boys and girls. So we bring her back. She's here. We've got some developments since things have happened since last time. So, Coach, good to see you. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
It wasn't that long ago we had you on here, and you were talking about how things were going for your team and how things were going to be. You were kind of worried about how the record was going to go out, but some things have changed and things have gone very well for your team. And, well, record change meant a very good seeding did in it as well.
It sure did. Since then we were able to get those wins back, and going into the state tournament, we were, we're able to be 21-7 as we go in, which is it's been a while since Christmas High has had that kind of record, and so we're excited about the seeding we got, and it's just been a great year for these kids. They've put the work in since the summer, and just you preach that if you put that work in, good things will come, and it just neat for these kids to be able to achieve some of the goals they set this summer.
Well, I tell you what, let's repeat those goals again. You said it here, but if people forgot, what were they?
Well, right off the bat from the summer, we always talk about our seniors, and we want to make their senior year special, and so we work every day with that mindset, and their number one goal was to win a district tournament, and we were able to do that. We were able to be the regular season champs and the district tournament champs. So those were two goals we had, and the kids wanted to advance in the state tournament. None of them on this roster have been able to do that, so it was a big goal for them, and they're just super excited to be not only in the state tournament, but to be hosting the game on Friday, which is huge for us to be in the top 8, and so we're just super excited for what the future holds, and just kind of with setting a foundation for a tradition for moving forward as well.
I'll tell you what, that tradition is being laid out. We got one of your star players that we're going to bring here to talk in a little bit, but I want to talk a little bit about this district, and the first part of it is we had a 4-way tie at the end of this year. Usually in the past, I'd be like, let's not have the head-to-heads, but obviously because of the COVID year and the way things have been, it set out a little bit differently, and it put you in the situation to go out there, get that number 1 seed, and then take it the rest of the way.
Right. Well, going into the last game, it was, if we had lost, it would have been a 4-way tie, but the kids took care of business on the court, and we were able to win that number 1 spot outright.
And beat Cruces.
And beat who?
Excuse me, beat Mayfield.
Beat Mayfield.
That's right.
Hey, it's always.
I'm sorry. Our alma mater, right? What was that?
Right.
Yeah, we won't say anything about that.
It always tastes a little better when you beat the green and gold. He's Coach Maya, and his program is such a great tradition of winning, and so to even be in the same sentence with a program like that is exciting. And Coach Abney did a great job here at Cruces, with the winning that he was able to achieve. So just for our kids to come in and beat Mayfield and win that regular season championship was just super exciting, and it just always savors on senior night. It was just perfect. It's been a great year. Our kids, winning the regular season championship, the district championship. My assistant coach got assistant coach of the year, which was really cool for him. He does a great job for me. So just some big milestones for them. I was able to get my 100th career win, and these kids got me that. So I'm really proud of them, and just excited for what the next couple of weeks is going to hold.
And of course, my favorite stat with you is 0 technicals.
0 technicals.
0 technicals.
0 technicals.
You got to teach Coach Benjamin how to get.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I like to have great conversations with those officials and ask lots of questions. So. I'm still holding out as.
Now your assistant coach, on the other hand,
listen, he's old. He's old, and he can do what he wants.
But he does not hold back. He has the best comic relief on the sidelines. I tell you that.
I enjoy listening to him too, but no technicals for Coach Selby. That's for sure.
Yeah. I tell you what, I've no technical fouls. I'm happy for that. I got to put some things out here to say on how excited we are for this team and how everything went in. You go up against Oregon Mountain here. This is a team that's really gotten pretty good. And yet it seems like our area teams, unlike on the boys' side, the girls' side, they were all fighting for it. Every battle was a battle. Nothing was guaranteed, no matter if you were at home or on the road.
This is the most competitive district we've had in a long time on the girls' side, and which is good for us. All 4 of us moving forward into the state tournament, and we beat up on each other for a month, and I think we really sharpened each other, and we're all ready to take on this first round of state. It always says something good about your district when all 4 teams get in, and all 4 are in the top 10.
I'll tell you what, we got 2 big matchups on Friday night. You got yours at 6 o'clock first, so you'll get a chance to take on Albuquerque High, and then, Clovis, yes. And then it's Oregon Mountain versus Albuquerque High. And then you see at 7 o'clock, you might have time to actually go catch the end of the other game if you want between Centennial and Meadville.
Yep. I don't envy those guys. You never want to play a team for your district in that first
round.
Why
is that? You guys always say that, but it's like this is how the max prep seeding goes. Everything goes.
It is what it is. You take what you get, but you beat up on each other for a month, and it's kind of nice to play somebody different, play somebody from up north, so that we can start solidifying to the state that we play great basketball in the South. You know, don't stick us all together. You know, let us beat up on somebody from the North and send a message that we play great basketball down there.
When you get your first chance against Clovis, what do we know about Clovis Wildcats?
Oh, we know, you know, we've watched a ton of film on Clovis, and we know how physical they are. They're a very physical team. They get up in your shorts on defense and very athletic. So we're excited to take the court with a team like that. My kids are gritty and play real hard, and we think it's a great matchup for us. So we're excited.
How important is senior leadership, knowing it's one or you're out?
You know,
you win or you're out.
You know, we have leadership across the board, but you always want to play. You know, we play for our seniors. You know, our senior class, they put the time in for 4 years, and they lead us onto the board, and they set the tone for us in practice and whatnot. So, you know, every game's for them, and we want to send them out with a great story to tell about their senior year here at Texas High, and I think they already have some great memories, and we'd like to add to that.
Just talk about great memories. How about the memories of who made it to the district team, and how happy you see some of your players get in there?
Oh, super excited. I mean, those kids have put the time and the work in. You know, they're not on that list just by chance. They put the time in the gym in, both within our program or just in their individual work, and to have 3 kids on that team, on first team all district, and then to have the player of the year, like, you know, that just says a lot, not just about those individual kids, but it says a lot about our team, and it says a lot about our program, that we have that caliber of kids playing basketball there.
Well, let's talk about the players that made it. You want to tell us something about each one of them?
For sure. We have Lila Ashita, who's averaging, I think, about 13 points for us, close to 6 rebounds a game. She plays hard. It's her first year being a Bulldog. She's a transfer kid, but she came in and she found a home here at Cruces High, and we just love what she's brought talent-wise and personality-wise. She's a sweet kid, and so she's added to the depth of our team. And then we have JC Powers. She's Lila was a junior. We have JC Powers, who's a senior. She's a 4-year kid who's, you know, you can't like JC. She's just
very physical down below. I'm just gonna say that right now.
I don't know if we're talking about the same kid here, Ernesto. Well, JC, but
let me put it this way: every time we see JC going for the rebound,
she uses.
That's what I'm saying.
She uses her height to her advantage. Yes, that's for sure.
I'm just saying.
She's got late. She had 4 blocks in the game against Morgan Mountain the other day, and for a girls' game, we did 4 blocks. I mean, she's in a close game like that. She was a big defensive presence for us.
That's what I'm saying. Her hustle is,
you know, she couldn't miss on the other night versus Morgan Mountain. I mean, everything she threw up went in. She was dropping nice dimes to the girls. It was just, our kids came out and played so loose. That was such a fun game to watch. Like, if you're a fan of basketball, I've watched the game 3 times since then. It was just a fun game. These kids played loose and played together and distributed the ball to each other. And JC had 23 points for us that night. She's a great scorer, you know, for us. And then, of course, we had the player of the year, Emma Cristiano. She's a junior. She's leading us in scoring and assists, steals. She's
driving the bus, getting the team on, ready to go.
Does it all.
Sure, yes, no.
She does it all, and the kids love her. She sets the tone for us every day in practice. She plays super hard. Defensively, we might need a tight game, and Emma's a spark that gets us some steals and deflections that lead to easy buckets. And so we were just, as a team and as a program, we were super proud that Emma got that nomination and that won that award.
Well, I'm going to give her props here in a second, but I'm going to give JC her props. Like I said, I've seen this girl who somehow makes sure that it turns out to be a 1 possession for the other team, and that becomes key. But it's also another great staff that's on the bench, and those players that are coming off the bench helping out as well.
Yeah,
so.
we have a great, you know, we preach roles every day, and we appreciate every role. You know, I got a senior, Adriana Reyes, who, you know, she's leading the district and taking charges. She face guards all the best players that we play. She's a defensive, just a lockdown defensive player, and without what she does, you know, we don't win a lot of games. So we really value everything that these kids bring. I mean, even these kids who may not get very many minutes, but they're sharpening our skills and this. We're just super proud of what every kid has done get us to this spot.
Can a 5 seed make it to the state championship?
A 5 seed could definitely make the state championship. The last time Cruces High was a 5 seed, we made it to the Final Four and lost by, I think, 5 points, albeit or we would have been in that game. And, we've had some very competitive teams in the past. And, it's all a matchup thing and who brings their A game to the court, and anything can happen. That's the fun thing about March. Is anything can happen, and our kids, we talk about why not us, why can't it be us, and we take it one game at a time. We want to handle business on Friday, but we're not looking into, we just want to make it through Friday. We believe that if we put our best product on the court, we can compete with anybody in the state.
Coach, I also have to ask a couple more quick questions here. How is this setup? Going to be nice? Could you imagine getting 2 games at home? How good would that be?
Oh, it would be awesome. The fact that, we're super excited that we're hosting this first round. To be a top 5 team. Nobody thought that was going to happen going into this season. If you had told most people, the people in our circle, we believed in it. But anybody from the outside, to say we were in the same sentence to be in the top 5, they would have laughed at that. So we're proud of that. We're proud that we're getting a home game. That's a huge advantage. And so we'll just keep, taking one day at a time and win in advance. And that's what we're going to do.
I'll give you the Coach Benjamin Seaman on one question here in a second. I got you, but first things first.
Come on.
I'm going to wait a second. I've got it. Don't worry. I've got to save it for you. The game time is at 6 o'clock on Friday.
6 o'clock at home. Friday night. Come support these kids. It'd be a great weekend of basketball. Go get you some dinner that night. Show up the next day and support those boys.
Have you figured out the cloud and how to save all your stuff and back up IT stuff? And do you have everything?
Listen, right now I'm
Bobby
still.
don't like that one.
I've got computer forensics on it right now. We're still in the process with that. But, you learn, you live and learn, and that's how you live and learn. I'm from the old school.
My sister had a good time up in the top one. Let me just say one thing. You were here. If you go back and watch some of our archive videos, you were here. You said not to sleep on your team.
Yep.
You said you were going to be in it. You didn't lie.
I didn't lie. That's what I'm telling you. I get emotional about it because I love these kids. I love what they brought in from day one. Not one day have they questioned what us as a coaching staff has preached. They believed in each other, and we talked about. I can remember it being in June of last summer, and we talked about cutting nets down and winning a district championship and playing in the state tournament. And every day we talked about it, and I get goosebumps thinking about it because here we are, and it's a testament to what these kids have done and their efforts.
Now, I haven't played Lori since a long time in high school, but I think we should have a rematch one time here in basketball.
Hey,
You okay?
I'm
A one-on-one challenge here.
I'm always down.
I'll have Coach Benjamin coach me, be ready to go.
Listen, I think my kid, JC is a great shooter. I whipped her butt the other day in a shooting competition. So,
I gave a horse then. I'll take on.
Listen, we'll play whatever animal you want. You name the animal.
Cats will work fine for me then. All right. Coach, we're going to bring in Emma when we get the time. Thank you so much here. I
Thanks for what you
appreciate it.
do for high school basketball and local basketball. We really do appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Look forward. I wish I could see you on Friday, but I'll be at the other one.
You're going to have to get a wider screen for Emma's head to fit in the screen.
Oh, Emma does not have a wider head. Here we go. Bring Emma Cristiano to come on in next year. Emma, I'm going to show you a picture here that we're posting up here. There's the champs picture. How does it feel to have that picture there?
Crazy, honestly.
Why? What's the crazy part about it?
Being a kid my age, when you set goals, for yourself in the beginning of the season, there's no better feeling than to see you accomplish your goals.
Now, I got to learn how to spell your name better. CHRISTIANO. Okay. You saw that? How was the victory Saturday? When you guys won Friday, when you guys won the district tournament.
It was really good just to see everybody play a role in that game and for us to play that smooth and that good together was crazy. To see JC step up and have the game that she did, Adri defensively have the game she did, Mercedes with the rebounds, and everything was flowing better than it ever had in the season that night.
You've really become the leader of this team. I saw it at a game against Centennial when I was actually down on the floor there. That was one that was back and forth, gutsy. But if anybody wanted the ball at the end, you wanted that ball at the end. How's it feel to be that player and want to have it at the end?
It's just, from my standpoint, working my whole life to get here, to be in that position, it means the world to me. And I missed the 2 game-winning free throws that game. I did.
You wanted it. You
I
wanted
did.
the
I
ball.
wanted it. Just
Yeah.
like Michael Jordan, he's in that position, or he was in that position every game that he played, and he missed some game-winning shots. It happens. And it was rough, but I wouldn't want anybody else in that position. I'm still happy I was there.
I'll tell you what, this group of girls team, what makes them special? Why are they in the position they are? What's led up to their success to this point?
This group of girls is so special. Like, it's gonna be ways away before you see this group of girls together. Just to have me, JC, Cameron, Adrian, Riley, the chemistry that we've formed the last 3 years, it's just unbeatable. On and off the court, we know exactly, what to do, where to be, and how to execute everything together.
I'll tell you what, I'm also looking ahead as to what this team is. It's not done. There's a lot of work going on. What has practice been like this week, and what are you guys setting up as you get ready to take on focus?
A lot of game planning, lots of film this morning. Really, working on breaking down our offense, what we need to do defensively, and where we need to be in all 5 of the spots, and just killing our offense into everybody's brain, so we know everybody's going to be on point.
I think I'm going to just ask because I've seen it a couple times. You probably play hurt quite a bit sometimes, don't you?
Yes,
How
sir.
many games do you think you've been playing hurt this season where you just have not stopped and you're going to go out there because you're not going to disappoint the coach, not disappoint the team? Seems like you put everything on your shoulders. You have that mentality of it. How many times have you done that this season?
There's got to be a handful. I think the Carlsbad game was one that I remember specifically. I was just constantly on the floor. The Burgess game too, we played on the holiday. It was another super close fighting game. I'm not the only one out there that's doing that. Adri is always sacrificing her body. She's always on the floor, just like Mercedes. And I think it just shows how bad we want it. We're all willing to push through the little nagging injuries to get to the success that we want.
Now, Deuce averages about 3 steals a game for the boys. How many do you average for the girls?
I average almost 5. It's like
Almost
4.7.
5. There you go. I noticed that.
Yes.
I think I was saving it for coach because I wanted you to coach. I think your best game part is transitional defense, coming up with those steals, setting up fast breaks.
Yes.
You really want to get it and going, and you always find it's like a quarterback. You know where to find them.
Yes, that's a huge part of my game. Just pushing the ball. Selby tells us, the first part of our offense is for me to push the ball. And we're always looking for the 1-2s, 2-5s. If we're going to score early, then we're going to get the game going. And then that's when our defense gets steals. And then they try and press us. And then I break the press. And then Jason's getting a bucket. It's just where all the energy comes from. And it just really gets the game going.
Can this team go to the state championship?
I think so. 100%. I do. If we all click and we play to our full potential, I think we can be anybody.
What are you going to work on in the offseason, regardless of wherever the season ends for you? What do you want to work on the rest of the game?
Definitely my outside shot needs to be a lot better.
Do you think you can play Coach Selby on horse outside for 3-pointers?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think twice about that one. I'm not Jason. I don't think twice about that. Absolutely. That's something that
You help fix her computer then too while you're at it, right?
She showed up to practice with her phone today.
Oh, there you go.
She did.
Where was the phone?
She left it at home.
There was a time when we were back at her age in high school, we didn't need phones, okay? We didn't have phones.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, this season's memorable. Why is it memorable? What's memorable about this team?
Like Selby said, we have 5 great seniors in the beginning of the season. We all know we need to play for the seniors, and we're all told we need to make the season special. The girls put together a whole list of goals, and we've accomplished every single one of those goals. We've stayed together this whole time, regular season and district tournament champs. 3 girls on first team. We made it to the state tournament. We've done everything that none of us have been able to accomplish in the past, and we're just super excited to see where it takes us.
Your coach was here saying, "Don't sleep on us."
Yes.
Don't even. How much did that fuel your team, knowing that she's out there saying that?
It fueled us a lot. The passion and the heart that this team plays with is really rare. I can't tell you another team that plays as hard as we do and wants to as hard as we do, and that comes straight from Coach Selby. I promise you, she shows up at 7:00 in the morning with the most energy, and she starts the team every single day. We are super motivated.
All right. You and Juice, Having fun here? How's the student body section going? How's the class?
Good, both ways, really good both ways, yeah.
So it would be nice to have a win Friday and Saturday.
Absolutely.
And then play another couple at home?
Yes, sir.
Well, we'll keep up with you. Good luck against Clovis. I hope you do well. And I know your mom's probably your biggest fan. You ever hear your mom yelling from the stands?
Oh, I can't ever not hear her. Oh, she's always screaming.
Who screams louder than her?
Oh,
Does
nobody.
anybody match her?
No, I could be in a packed gym and I will still hear her screaming.
You know why? Because I think Isaiah Carr's mom, who gets up there, screams
Yes.
just as loud as you.
I love it though. I love it. Yes.
Emma, good luck
Thank
this
you.
year. Congratulations being the district player of the year this year. And good luck, and we'll set up for another year next year, right?
Thank you.
All right. That's going to wrap it up for us here on our Receive Valley News Sports Podcast. Come out for that Tuesday at the Amador Live. We want to see you here as well. We'll be back next week. We're going to see how our local teams do, and we'll bring up our guests next week. Don't forget, Saturday night, Hall of Fame game for New Mexico State, then their final game. Go check out head coach William Benjamin as he will be inducted into the NMSU Hall of Fame. We're looking forward to that and so much more. For the Receive Valley News Sports Podcast, by the way, it's the Predators hockey, okay? Then stay neutral with basketball. That's going to wrap it up. We'll see you again next week.